Hey guys, another video for our Wheels in Japan playlist and our mini-series on crazy drivers in Japan. We'll get this one out of the way first because this is the one we hate the most because it's fools putting their kids at risk, and this is really common. See the kids standing up between the seats at the front? For some strange reason, a child standing between the two front seats is a really normal thing in Japan. We see it all the time. We have friends that do it and we have family members that do it. Drives us nuts. They just think it's normal because they see it all the time. Lots of people do it. So Japanese thinking is if lots of people do it, it must be okay to do it. So they all do it. They do know when they get their driver's license, they do know you're supposed to wear a seatbelt, but that's what they do. Oh, watch this. See that guy cut through? We'll see it again slowly in a minute. There were 4 motorcyclists driving really sensibly and really properly in that lane, and then this bunch of bozo saku came roaring through, or maybe wannabe bozo saku. They're not really bozo saku, they're just pretending to be or wanting to be, but came roaring through. Now watch it, here it comes again slowly. Watch how close he is to us and the other cyclist. See him cut through there? So he almost got us and he almost got that motorcyclist. Those 4 motorcyclists there were being really sensible and really well behaved, and they weren't cutting in and out. They were just sitting in their lane, minding their own business, and these clowns came roaring through. Almost got the motorcyclist there and almost got us. But that's what they do. Zigzag in and out, cut between the cars, get out the front, cross the stop line at the traffic light into the intersection, and that's what they do. So they're not really bozo saku, they're just pretending to be bozo saku, or they want to be bozo saku or something. And again, if people want to risk their own lives, that's fine, but the way these guys ride, it risks other people as well. So, very common. We've showed you lots of videos of that sort of behaviour, clown behaviour on bikes, clowns on bikes. Speaking of which, this guy's actually dressed like a clown on a bike, and check him out, he's got a vape in one hand, he's waiting at a red light. He's got a vape in one hand and his phone in the other hand. How brazen is it? Right? It must be so easy. If a cop wanted to actually write some tickets, it'd be so easy because, you know, we show you probably 1/10 or 100th of what we actually see in these videos. So it's just too easy. If you wanted to catch people breaking the rules, it'd be too easy. Like this, for example. And the funny thing is, we've noticed we point a big red camera at them. Our passengers point big red cameras at these guys and they never notice. We've never had someone look up from their smartphone and go, oh, someone's filming me. They never notice because they're so wrapped up in the internet. That guy was cruising along, driving along, doing that. And then we stopped at the light and then we drove away and he sat there still staring at it. Hadn't noticed the light was green. Black car runs up the back of the white car. They drive too close to each other. They don't pay attention. And then someone stops and they run into each other. And then they hop out and stand at the side of the road looking all surprised. Can't believe what happened. So this was a little bit of silliness on television. They had this big discussion that went on for like half an hour. I walked past the TV and it was on. I walked past half an hour later, it was still on. They're talking about the new penalties that are being talked about for people looking at phones while they're riding bikes, which we've showed you lots of times before, or getting drunk and riding their bikes, because both those things are against the law. So this is talking about new penalties and hooking those penalties to people My Numbers card, so that they can enforce the penalties and follow them up if they do it again. But the problem is there already are laws saying don't do those things. That's not the problem. The problem is the laws aren't enforced. So these guys talked on and on and on about how the new rules will make a difference and why they're important, but didn't talk once about why the rules aren't already enforced, which is just ridiculous. As is this. One of our friends made a joke once. We're talking about the cops driving around like this on patrol with the red light flashing. And our English friend said, when they go back to the police station every night, they must get back and say, did you see anything tonight? No, didn't see anything. What about you? No, didn't see anything again. They drive around with their red light flashing. So the idea is it's supposed to deter people doing the wrong thing. But what it means is nobody gets caught doing the wrong thing, which is why everybody's doing the wrong thing. Including this guy, which was funny. The cop was sitting behind this guy with his red light flashing, and the dude in front didn't notice him behind him and went through the red light. Right? So he got stopped and given a penalty. So sometimes the cops actually do see someone doing something naughty and give them a penalty. More videos coming soon.